Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Orme. Today we are here playing some Hell of Men Blood Brothers. This is a brand new game. Don't know too much about it. I've purposely kept away from it. There'll be more details later in the video. But for now, as this is a first look review, well, just my first impressions of the game, we're gonna go ahead and look and see what we think. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're flooded with a wealth of options. There's a bunch of different things we can do, and we'll see how this all works. Okay, so we're in a tutorial. It's a good way to start one of these games. So there's food, ammo, and material. Okay. So we got this little 3D top-down view. Okay. Can't build vehicle, you gotta capture. Okay. Add a soldier to use it. One to drive it. One in the weapon system. So cover area. Okay, so different kinds of cover provide you different bonuses. So we got our resources. We got the population. We got unit and building here. So active objectives, technicians, the mini-map, and a pause menu up top. Okay. So this is the base, and we can create technicians, create sappers. Okay.
Affirmative.
This technician can
Roger. Well done.
go over here, I guess. And I guess that's some kind of
Well done.
cover. It does seem that we move a little bit slower through that. Could just be on the terrain.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Interesting.
Well done.
So it looks we're in some kind of residential kind of area.
Well done.
Some sort of playground and whatnot. Okay. Are we collecting? Hey, apparently we are. Okay. Do we need a sapper?
Roger.
So you're gonna go.
Well done. Affirmative. Roger.
Okay, I guess that'll start collecting all these. So yeah, we're resource gathering for now. And it looks like we can use a bunch of stuff here. We would need some ammo, so I guess we need to collect as much of this down as possible. And then see if we can find some food in here.
Roger.
So we get
Well done.
this guy moving up here. So we have those two taking care of that, and these two taking care of this stuff back here. And we'll see kind of what else there is to explore. Because yeah, we need some ammo to create a sapper. We can't really do that. And yeah, so far it doesn't look like there's
Roger.
really anything we can do too much. So if I'm right, this is a game somewhat along the lines of a Command and Conquer or something of that nature.
Affirmative.
So you can build different troops and different buildings, and that will help you get a bunch of, you know, new stuff which you can use to build even better stuff, and so on, so forth, until you get to the point where you can basically do what you want to do. And that might be to defend yourself against an enemy faction, or attack an enemy faction, or secure an objective. So this is a very early look at the game. Seems there's still a bit of work to be done on it. The translation isn't perfect.
Roger. Well done.
And neither is, you know, some of the tutorial, I guess.
Well done.
Doesn't look
Well done.
amazing right now.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Very repetitive
Well done.
messages too.
Well done. Well done.
But somewhat compelling gameplay. I'm not sure why.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
So we got those resources at home.
Well done. Well done.
And then looks like we got extra resources all over the place. So we got some food down here.
Well done. Well done.
We got some ammo back here. And then we got materials back there.
Well done.
You can indeed move on the map. There we go.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
for some reason
Well done.
doing that though, I did lose.
Well done.
Okay, so there's a
Well done. Well done.
bad guy. That's not very nice. Start building a sapper.
Affirmative. Copy that. Copy that.
Since we know
Copy that.
that there are enemies along this way.
Copy that. Copy that.
I'm going to use this area
Copy that.
to scout.
Copy that. Copy that.
Is he going to follow? I don't think so.
Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy that. Copy
Okay.
that. Copy that.
Let's get in back into the trees.
Copy that. Copy that.
And just keep an eye on him. But I think he might just stay there. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are infinite resources. But we do seem to just be collecting an absolute ton of them. Let's see who...
Affirmative. Well done.
Let's see what we need then. If we build a tent, we can probably get some more guys in. Start building a row of tents down here.
Affirmative.
And let's see, does that increase our population? I assume that does.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
It actually does by a fairly decent amount. So that's the HQ. We've already got one of those. Not sure what a container would really do.
Well done.
Let's get these all built up.
Well done. Well done.
Let's move him back around here. You get to work on that, please. Okay.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, you go back there for now. So barracks, infirmary, comm center. We need more food for that. Okay. Which means we don't have enough. We should have plenty.
Yes, sir.
Just get them grabbing stuff there. Okay. Doesn't look like this guy moves. There might be more. There might be more down there. Got our sapper watching in the trees. Not expected to get more complicated than this, but this is tutorial, so we can kind of take our time and get used to some of the things that we've got going on here.
Affirmative.
So we're all gonna focus on that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's get you guys working down here. There we go. So we got total of 8 guys.
Affirmative.
I got all 6 of those
Affirmative.
working here.
Affirmative.
Okay, you can go there.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You two can go there.
Roger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now you go back there.
Affirmative.
You go back there.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's keep materials up. Okay. We're going to roll out these sappers.
Roger.
And then... not sure what else we want to
Affirmative.
buy, really. What have we got here now? Container, tent, fixed machine gun, hedgehog defense, a sandbox, an attack. Okay.
Affirmative. Copy that.
So we're going to send these guys up.
Copy that.
We found that enemy location.
Copy that. Copy that.
We're going to come
Yes, sir.
just
Copy
below
that.
it.
Yes, sir. Copy that.
Get all of these guys in at the same time.
Copy that.
And using our cover. 4-to-1 firepower.
Copy that.
Eliminate the guys. Move on up. And now see what's
Copy that.
on this road.
Copy that. Copy that.
Is there another guy?
Copy that. Copy that. Affirmative. Copy that.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Copy that. Yes, sir.
So how do I secure
Yes, sir.
this? Aha. I guess that just
Yes, sir.
took time.
Copy that. Yes, sir. Copy that.
This is going to get us these two. Okay. A little buggy there. Seems to be somewhat in the water. Are you not gonna... okay, so it looks like you don't really clip.
Affirmative. Copy that.
So we've got to get them out of the place. Yeah, well, we are out of it.
Copy that.
Let's get our units down here.
Roger. Copy that.
Let's
Yes, sir. Copy that. Affirmative. Copy that.
get those guys in.
Roger.
This entity is not allowed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Copy that.
Is that just a... normal tank then? Doesn't seem like it wants to move. Okay, well for now they've got that secured, I guess. We're creating a decent amount there. Yeah, looks like we've got not an infinite amount, but we've got a very big amount. So command center, can we build it near our troops or our points, or do we have to build it at base? It looks like that might be the case. Same with the infirmary. Let's get a barracks going for no good reason other than I want to, I guess. Oh, we can put containers out to collect other resources.
Well done.
Nice. Okay, let's get these actually set up then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get a bunch of this going at the same time.
Yes, sir.
It may go faster with 2.
Yes, sir.
It's okay, we got a radar. We got a little infirmary. We're making quick work here as well. We're gonna get
Yes, sir.
that little command post. A great Grom operator, special ops, or create a sniper. So Grom operator or a sniper. Anti-tank, rifleman, machine gunner, tank crew. I definitely want 2 tank crew. And I need, I need quite a lot for that, don't I?
Roger.
Yeah, Roger indeed. Roger indeed.
Roger.
So let's work on getting ammo then, because the rest seem to be really kind of quite a lot of resources already.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Let's keep those up for as long as we can. Yeah, I kind of want a couple of these Groms. I want to see what they're like.
Roger. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'd like you
Yes,
guys
sir.
to get over there in the tank. Now, you're going to try and go through the water, or you're going to go across the bridge? So I'd be disappointed if you could just go through the water without any issues. It slows you down. Doesn't seem to have a negative effect on your health. Okay, but that gets you at least over to this new area, and now we can actually move the tank. Interesting. Okay. Well,
Roger.
there's a little Grom unit guy. Let's get a couple of medics.
Roger. ASAP. Well done.
Let's move these guys across here. Medics can... Yeah, medics will go to the same place. Nice. So we've got a couple of tank drivers and whatnot. Machine gunners could be interesting. Anti-tank riflemen. Snipers are available as well.
Medic. Move out. Move out. Move out. Move out.
But yeah, we've got
Move out. Move out.
a decent set of people there, so they're going to go across the river, I guess. Because I
Move out. Move out.
don't seem to be able to set waypoints that I can
Move
see.
out. Move out.
So that's going to put them all just to the river. Excellent. So
Medic. Move out.
we know there's 2 medics and 2 gunners in this Jeep. We know there's a bunch of things going on here. So let's go explore with the Jeep. Looks like this is another cheap, easy way of getting resources, just having them there. Yeah, the map is kind of flooded with resources. Looks like an air crash. I'm not sure what there is to really pick up from here. Make sure we're exploring as much as possible. Buggy seems to be quite quick, quite agile. Okay, so we've explored quite a lot. So it looks like we got a base over here in the far corner from us. That is as we'd expect a little bit. Tank's a little bit fiddly in the way it moves. I'm not sure why it's got to find these like really strange pathways. Okay, looks like we've got some good range at least. Okay. If we storm in to the base and get rid of that, and then just start moving everybody down, I guess. Okay. And there we go. A very quick look at Hell of Men Blood Brothers. Gameplay seems to be fairly straightforward, easy to pick up. Even with a lack of tutorial, if you've played anything similar to this, then it will be more of a refresher than a relearn. It's by Wacky Squad Studio. It's released a few days ago. It's on Steam, it's in early access still. There's a lot of work, I think, still to be done, as we have seen on the game. It's currently available for $12, $11.99 to be precise, or your regional equivalent. Yeah, gameplay, simple but effective. The 3 different resources to build different things, and the more buildings you build, the more you unlock, and the different units can do different things and are more effective at different tasks, and like all that is fairly sort of well rooted within the genre. I think it's handled fairly well from what I could see in that brief sort of 30-minute gameplay of the tutorial level. The enemies don't seem particularly aggressive. The AI doesn't seem to be path hunting to try and find me when they've seen me. I've seen other games do that part better. Now, whether that's going to be changed and fixed, I do not know. But so far, as I say, the graphics look okay. They're nothing special, but they don't need to be for a game of this genre, in my opinion. What really matters is the level of AI, the complexity, and the solution and number of solutions that you can come to using your resources at hand. I'm a fan of the genre. My favorite in the genre would be Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. I think that is a classic. Other games are a little bit like this that I do enjoy as well, being most of the rest of the Command & Conquer series, of course, and then some other bits and pieces of Commando and Jagged Alliance, not strictly within the same wheelhouse as this, but a similar idea in some aspects. It's nice to see new games like this being made, because I don't see that many. I really don't see that many. And the fact that it's got a solo option on screen means there's a chance that there's like a multiplayer option coming further on down the development cycle. If that's the case, I see a bigger impact again for this game. This is build 0.1. We're right at the beginning. This is little more than a concept right now, but the concept is good. The work they've put on it to date, I think, works. It shows and showcases a good sort of underlying game and gameplay mechanic. The music on the menu's okay. The graphics look okay. The gameplay's okay. The idea is one that can be expanded on quite a bit. I do like the fact that I couldn't control the tank until I got to that unit type. I had to expand the base. I couldn't just Zerg rush towards the enemy base in that way. I'm sure there might be a way of doing that, but ultimately I couldn't do that. So, early impression, first impression of Hell of Men Blood Brothers is positive. It is positive. Would I spend $12 on it right now? Probably not. I don't think it shows quite enough right now. Even though there are a decent amount of these different kinds of buildings and units that are in the game, I'm not entirely sure that right now it offers enough gameplay. That being said, there certainly could be enough to justify that in the near future. So with that being said, my recommendation would be to go check this out on Steam. Look around on YouTube for some more gameplay videos. Hopefully a Let's Play, if there's one up, of this early access development. Keep an eye on it. And then, yeah, if it gets to the point where you feel that you can actually get things going, then that is good. That will be the point where really you're in a good position. So until then, I'd hold off and keep an eye on it. It's definitely an intriguing idea, and I quite like what we see. So it's a real-life strategy game, skirmish, that involves a lot of different aspects to it, from what I can see just here in the list of units and buildings. There's a lot to it if this is their base entry point. If they're going to expand on this, sooner or later this becomes, a real strategic battle game. That being said, again, it's only solo right now, but hopefully the multiplayer will come back. It does have multiplayer maps. You can play AI on those maps right now. So there's about 6 missions for each of the Poland and Russian armies, which are the 2 factions, and 3 to 4 hours of gameplay estimated for those maps and those missions. But yeah, it's a skirmish game. It's up there in the same sort of element of gameplay as the Dune series and the Command & Conquer series and all those kind of games like StarCraft. Get your resources, build your buildings, recruit different units depending on which path you want to go down, and attack your enemy while safeguarding your key unit. It's a tried, true, tested method of game and gameplay. But I'm a fan. I am a fan of what I've seen so far. The cover system was kind of interesting. Different class combinations, interesting. Vehicles as well. Adding another element in. And it looks like a variety of different sort of vehicles. And they all require a unit to use. So I quite like that. That's something I haven't seen done and implemented very well in the past. So I'm excited to see where they take it. But for an early access game, it's a promising start, but we're not there yet. We're not yet there. But I will certainly be keeping an eye on this. Hopefully, I do recommend you do the same. And if I do get more information and maybe a later build of the game, I can always circle back, check it out again, and share that opinion with you, a second look at this game. But for right now, as I say, Wacky Squad Studio, it's the Hell of Men, Blood Brothers, currently on Steam for $11.99, or your regional equivalent. Just a few days released into early access. Go take a look. I'm sure there might be something that will pique your interest. Don't get it yet. That's my recommendation. Not yet. But keep an eye. The more iterations we get, I'm sure, the more polish, the more gameplay, the more strategy, better AI will come into it, and it will start to turn into a very good game if they put the work in to get it there. From what I've seen so far, I think they will. That's going to wrap us up here for today. Quick look at this Hell of Men game. As I say, I'll be keeping an eye on it, and if we do get any further information, I'll be sure get another video up and update you on that. As always, until then, thanks very much for stopping by. I'm Chris Orme. This has been another First Look review, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Y'all take care till then.